Hi, my name is Charlie Murphy III with a special news alert for the entire world. I am here to tell you that Jesus is the bright and morning star and that the portal is open and Jesus, our help, is on the way. Jesus, the true, living, and all-knowing God, is getting ready to start inflicting 13 severe sandy karate chops on every demon and evil spirit on the face of the earth, and that each chop will be 10 times harder than the last chop. It will go into effect on Saturday, 6/15/2013, and it will stay in effect until November, when the demons and evil spirits will be sent to the lake of fire. I know this because I see the dead. I see demons and evil spirits that have been secretly enslaving God's people on the down low. But it is reckoning time for every demon and evil spirit that think they are in control of this world. It's not yours yet. The portal to heaven has been opened, and the prayers of the people are now going up to the true and living God. People of the world, get your cameras ready for action. When you see a person getting beat down with 13 severe sandy karate chops, and there's no one there, and they are screaming, crying, running, and begging for mercy, you will know there is a demon inside of that person. Do not feel sorry for the person, because we all have a God conscience inside of us to know the difference between right and wrong, the difference between good and evil. But these have allowed their bodies to be occupied by the evil forces of this present world, and the demons inside of them will be beaten into subjection. Demons all over the world, the party is over. You were only promised 1,000 years to reign, and now it is time for the tribes of Israel to be delivered from your grip of bondage. Like the sand in the hourglass goes, so does the days of your rise. The time is counting down. There is a wedding in November, and the bride Jezebel is awaiting for her groomsmen, the ugly demons, all dressed in green. But until that time, every demon and evil spirit will have to check themselves, or the true, living, and all-knowing God will regulate them with 13 severe sandy karate chops like the ones that Sandy the Squirrel from Texas on SpongeBob SquarePants inflicts upon them. And all you demons know how she do them on that show. You have been forewarned. The clock is ticking. Remember, severe blows to anyone possessed with demons who has been on earth enslaving, torturing, killing, raping, forcing some, and unknowingly forcing some of the tribes of Israel to worship the red dragon, which is the deceiver, which is the serpent, which is the devil. Your demonic reign is over on 6/15/2013. Now, there is something I want to let the Queen of England and all of the royal family know. There's more going on that day other than the celebration of the Queen's birthday party. Makes you wonder, what is she celebrating on that day when her birthday was in May? The numbers of that day total up to 666. The 6th month, the 15th day, 1 plus 5 equals 6, and the year 2013, 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 3 equals 6, all totaling 666. Just like the numbers had no effect for the red dragon back then, the same for the demons and the evil spirits that rose up with the creation of the gateway drug alcohol, which caused the first shedding of blood on earth after Jesus had rectified the earth from the sins of the red dragon, Jezebel, the daughter of perdition, Paul, the false prophet, and David, the son of perdition. You ugly green demons have been celebrating on St. Patrick's Day, calling it the luck of the Irish, because alcohol was the gateway drug which allowed you to enter and occupy the armor of God, which is the bodies of the tribes of Israel, who are we, the people of this world. We are the living waters. Alcohol was created for the sole purpose of murder, because the shedding of blood was the tool used to break the circle of love amongst the tribes and allow full demonic possession of a person. You called it the luck of the Irish, but I am here to tell you that your luck has run out. Game on, you ugly green demons. The true, living, and all-knowing God knows how you martyred Whitney Houston in his name. Then Clive Davis at the Grammys had the nerve to celebrate Whitney's death with that satanic ritual by Nicki Minaj and the Going Away song that Paul McCartney performed, and at the end of the song, he pointed up to the heavens and said, "Remember, the love you give is equal to the love you get." But I am here to tell all of you evil spirits and ugly green demons that the wrath that you get is going to be equal to the wrath that the 1 and 3 got. 1 being the animal, red dragon, and 3 being Jezebel, Paul, and David. I am sent here to tell you that the War of the Thrones will begin on 6/15/2013, equaling 666. Every evil spirit and demon is getting ready to fall into the hands of an angry God and experience what it feels like to lay on a bed of affliction. People of Hollywood, I know that you have been in the presence of someone that has metamorphed into a demonic spirit and made the hairs on your back of your neck stand up with fear, because they have taken over your life and has enslaved you into the dark side of life, making you worship Baphomet and do things that you never thought you would do, i.e., selling your soul to the devil. I am here to let you know that God hears your cries, and you are getting ready to come up out of those chains of bondage. People of the world, remember, get your cameras out and get ready to videotape anyone you see being attacked and chopped with 13 sandy karate chops, each one 10 times more severe than the last one. Make sure you upload it to YouTube and to Facebook and share it with the entire world, like they have been sharing your bondage to the whole world, while people has been wrapped up in the World Wide Web and blinded to your cries. But I am here to tell you in Hollywood and throughout the world that because these demonic forces was given permission to reign for 1,000 years and to close the true living and all-knowing God out of the mind of all of his people by saying in the prayer, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Hallowed means emptied out. So you're saying empty is your name and it has no power, and that God's name means nothing to you. But I am here to tell you that the portal is now open, and Jesus and his all-stars are getting ready to bring full deliverance to all mankind throughout the entire world. To the stars in Hollywood, he hears your cries for freedom because you have been enslaved in a demonic bondage. People, get ready, get ready, get ready. The videotape action, to videotape this action for the next 5 months. I am here to tell all of the people of the world, our God and Father has never referred to anything he made as an animal. That was the name given to us when we were enslaved and considered no longer human beings, and was dumbed down when our forefathers 20 and over were slain. They put the Lincoln penny in the mouth of the hush puppies to show the semblance of hushing up the children to the knowledge of who they really were, and then teaching them that they were someone else. The rest of the people got shipped around under the name of mahogany, and we all became indentured servants to the corporations, thus causing the Great Depression. Not the loss of money, but the loss of their parents and their identities, and that's how the hush puppy shoe came about. Hillary Clinton's book says it takes a village to raise a child. Remember, Hillary was also a corporate attorney for Walmart. She knows the history of the enslavement of the tribes of the world. Kill the parents and then raise the children up in the way that you want them to believe. Black people were highly intelligent until the British came with the New World Order of corporate America. That's why Romney stated that people are corporations, because we all have been enslaved to the greatest identity theft in the world. We were supposed to be with our own tribes, not servants to corporations. That's why the black man has not received his reparation, because each and every human being is owed reparation from the British, from the time that Paul Revere said the British is coming, and that they did. They took over the entire human race, and our reparation is much more than 40 acres and a mule. When reading the Bible, you are reading about the demise of our forefathers and all that they went through, having the 12 tribes wiped off the earth and replaced with 13 colonies. It became 13 colonies instead of 12 because the war between the Hatfields and the McCoys. The Hatfields are the elite royal family, and the McCoys are the hillbillies of the white society that are not afraid to love the other people of the tribes. They also have been known as the black sheep of the white man's family. Remember, if you do not know who you are, you will act like something that you are not. We, the people of the world, are all of God's children, and no one has the right to put you in a chain of bondage. Jesus is on his way.